Hello, my name is Mandee Uncapher, and I want to share my story with you today. So, I have been with Xyngular for a little over 5 years now. I found Xyngular for weight loss. A lot of people do. And for me, I was just heavy. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about, where you feel not only physically heavy, like you're dragging your feet, but you feel heavy in a sense that you're heavy emotionally, or you feel like you're walking through a fog each day, just mentally just sluggish. That's where I was in the spring of 2017. I was recently married. We had a beautiful wedding. I planned it all myself. I'm a little bit type A. I don't ask for help well. And so I've really had a great time eating, drinking, and stressing my way through that process. When we got back from our honeymoon, I realized though, like I had packed on some extra weight and I was heavy, just as I described, physically, mentally, emotionally. I was heavy. I was realizing that that was not the way that I wanted to start my life with my husband. So I knew I needed to make some changes. So I went back to things that had worked for me before. I started counting calories, eating salads, cut out calories from sodas by drinking diet sodas, and tried to run around the block and make progress. And what I found was that didn't work. The scale wasn't really moving, and I would get discouraged and eat ice cream, which also didn't help, right? So I was looking for a solution when I was scrolling through Facebook one night, and I saw a friend that looked amazing. She looked not only slim, and I knew she had struggled over the years like I had yo-yo dieting. She looked slim, she looked beautiful, she looked vibrant and happy in her family portrait. So I asked her, girl, what are you doing? You look amazing. And that's when she told me about Xyngular. She asked if she could give me a call the next day. She did. And we talked through it. She asked me what worked for me in the past, what didn't. She asked me, just some questions to kind of get to know where I was at. And then she made a recommendation for me and told me a little bit about the supplements in the program. And I decided that I needed to think about it. I was a little skeptical. I didn't just immediately say, okay, sign me up. But I did like what I had heard. I knew I needed somebody to guide me on what I was eating and when. I liked that it was real food. I liked I was going to take some natural supplements to help get my body moving and fill in the gaps where I was missing stuff, because what I was doing before, like I said, it wasn't working. So I knew I needed something. I just didn't know what it was. And here was my friend that had found something that worked for her. So I was open. She checked back in with me, offered to take me to lunch. We talked it over at lunch again, and I was ready. She told me there was a money back guarantee, and I thought, okay, if I don't love it, I'll return it and get my money back. If I do love it, I will have gotten the results that I wanted, right? So I signed up. I waited a few days. I read over everything. I got myself really prepared. And on June 5th, I started my first jump start. Back then we called it the 8-day challenge. And I took it really seriously. I was determined to meet my goal, and I knew that people lost up to 15 pounds in 8 days. So when I lost 7, I was a little discouraged until I called her and talked through it with her. And she reminded me that, actually she said, Mandee, when was the last time you lost 5 pounds in a week? Oh, right. I haven't lost 5 pounds in I don't know how long. So that really redirected my thinking. I was very excited then and continued. So 6 weeks later, I was down 20 pounds, which was a huge benchmark goal for me. And I was feeling so good, guys. The first week on day 5, I felt like I woke up. I had energy. I was productive. I had mental clarity. It was like I had come out of that fog and I already felt lighter, even if I hadn't lost much weight. I felt lighter. I felt energized. It was amazing. And so people noticed that about me. They were like, did you get a haircut? Something's different about you. And I realized then that I needed to connect them to my coach because I didn't know what I was doing. I didn't know. So that was when we talked about the income opportunity. And she shared with me that if I upgraded to get a referral link, that I would earn some commission from connecting her to my friends and letting her fill them in. And if they ordered, I would get that commission check. So I thought, well, maybe how much? And when I realized I would earn that money back with, one sale, I thought, okay, surely one person will want to do this. People are asking. So I decided to do it. Within my first 30 days, I had 4 people Within about my first 45 days, I had 10 people that wanted to do this with me, and they started getting results too. And it has been just an absolute blessing ever since. And that's the way I looked at it, was I was able to bless people with this program and bless them with the income opportunity when they bless others. So it's been a huge blessing. My first 6 months, I reached my goal weight, went on an amazing vacation, was confident in a swimsuit for the first time in a really long time, and actually had earned enough money to pay for the vacation. That was really cool because this was extra income for me. I was a full-time radio personality. I was doing well. We could afford to go on the vacation. But when I started adding up my commission, I thought, wow, how cool that what I've earned in the last 6 months while trying to meet my personal goals actually allowed me to earn the enough income to pay for us to go on a really nice vacation in the British Virgin Islands, sailing around on a catamaran with three other couples. It was incredible. So that's a little bit about how my story got started. Over the years, I've helped more and more people, help more and more people, and our team has continued to grow, so much so that since I started, I have also earned 9 paid vacations through our passport program and Founders Club. So I've been to Utah a couple of times. I've been on 2 cruises. I've been to Dubai, paid for by Xyngular. And I've been to a tropical location in January 3 different times now. The 4th one is coming up soon. So I would encourage you to just consider what's available to you. This may not be for you. I didn't think it was for me at first. It's totally okay if it's not. It's not for everybody. But if you are looking for a change, if you're wanting to feel better, if you're wanting more energy, if you're wanting to feel confident in your body, feel healthy, and if you're wanting to add to your bottom line, if you want to create another source of income, this might be for you. It's definitely worth talking about. A 15, 20-minute conversation. Just reach out, ask a few questions. If it's not for you, no big deal. This is definitely not something that I would twist your arm into doing. Like I said, it is not for everybody. However, if it is for you and you want to pursue it, we are here to help. We are here to support you in reaching for your goals and achieving them. So let us know if you would like more information. My name is Mandee Uncapher. That's a little bit about my story. It's been a pleasure sharing that with you today. And if you have more questions, feel free to reach out, or I'd love to connect with you sometime.